we're so happy and we pray for more wins. Oluwaji Ogbola is ready to give us sport tidbits.
98.5 oluyolefm. 98.5 oluyolefm.
It's another beautiful Tuesday morning right here in the city of Ibadan. Time check 7:33 a.m. and it's sport time right here on Oluyole 98.5 FM. The Trailblazer, the pride of the nation, of course, you know, the best in the West. Bolowaji Ogumola is here once again with all the news that you can use in the beautiful and ever exciting world of sports. Bringing the latest, the hottest, and the juiciest sport news this lovely morning. On the show today, we'll take a look at the game yesterday in Portugal between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Black Members of Mozambique. We'll also take a look at what the coach of the side, Jose Pesero, had to say after the game, his post-match reaction, and for Victor Osimhen. Well, it's been confirmed he will be out for a couple of weeks. You want to know the exact number of weeks that Victor Osimhen will be out of action? You have to stick around on the show to find out. On the show this morning. Also, something exciting, something interesting is about to happen in the city of Ibadan tomorrow. Yes, it's the sport of netball is set to be revived in the city. Yes, after disappearing from Nigeria's sporting calendar for more than about 40 years, it's set to be revived in your state. You get to find out details of that this lovely morning, and a whole lot happening in the world of boxing to talk about this morning. All you need to do is to sit back and relax to enjoy this beautiful ride. Let me inform you that we are live on YouTube of oluyolefm 98.5. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel and enjoy all our live streams. Feel free to share as well. We're also live on Okyogo FM 96.3 and Agility FM 92.1. Let's start from Ibadan this morning, where the executive committee of the Ibadan Football Council rose yesterday from an emergency meeting and resolved to extend the deadline for registration for the qualifiers by another 2 weeks. Speaking with IFC Media after the meeting yesterday, the Ibadan Football Council chairman, that's Moga Jorotimi, revealed that the council had received many calls and pleas from coaches and club owners seeking for an extension of the deadline. He explained that the council had to extend the deadline, taking cognizance of the prevailing economic situation in the country and the plight of the coaches. Ali, who stated for that the extension option was favorably considered as the pitch, as the Olubano pitch, was not yet ready and still undergoing repairs. With a lot of coaches and club owners, of course, have all actually reached out to the council to say, okay, please help us extend the deadline for registration for the qualifiers. Yes, qualifiers. With this development, the registration closes on the 20th of October, and that's Saturday, 20th of October at 6 p.m. So if you have any club side, yes, if you are supposed to be involved in this one, please go get registered as soon as possible. The qualifiers is a competition which avail relegated teams and fresh clubs the opportunity of playing in the Ibadan Football Council League proper after scaling through the rigorous qualifiers. Well, 4 teams that were relegated from the main league last season. The clubs are demoted from from last year's edition of the Ibadan City Ibadan Football Council League, formerly known as the Ibadan Football Association League, IFA League. Last season was its 86th edition of the league. Well, the teams that got relegated last time out is Green Football Club, Pacesetters Football Club, Winners Football Club, and Ibadan City Football Club. Well, from the Ibadan Football Council League this morning, let's cross to the MPFL. Following his team's goalless draw with Doma United on Sunday, coach of Sporting Lagos Football Club, Paul Offo, believed that his side will make up for the points they lost at home. Despite dominating the game, Sporting Lagos failed. They failed woefully to hit the back of the net of Doma United. Despite several attempts, making it the second game in a row, they failed to score a single goal. But their coach this morning after the game said that his team will definitely learn from all of those errors and will work on them ahead of the next game. Paul Offo on the show this morning.
It was a difficult game. Difficult because we lost 2 players in the first half, and we were forced to make 2 changes. So during the break, we had the option of using our last substitute or waiting to do that in the second half. And we did it in the second half, so we were left with minimal options. And we missed our chances. When you don't take your chances in games like this, you get punished. And that is what we have learned from this game today.
2 goals, 2 games, no goals, 2 draws away from home and at home, goalless. Do you think your team can go away from home to win the next game or get necessary points that could help your team stay up there?
Yeah, we have the quality in the team to be able to do that, to go away and pick points. We are learning as much as we can learn. It's a process for us. The most important thing for me today is the performance of the players. In the dressing room during the break, I saw the desire in them to win. Even the way they played in the second half and even in the first half, you saw that they really want to win this game. They really played their hearts out. So I'm super proud of my players. But we are very conscious of the things we need to improve for our next game. And it is our action in the front of goal.
What can you do in the last game?
Paul Offo, head coach of Sporting Lagos, speaking after another goalless draw in Lagos against Doma United on Sunday. Well, Sporting Lagos will play their next game. Yes, it's actually their first MPFL Southwest Derby this coming weekend. I said they will be traveling to Ikene to face Remo Stars Football Club. Yes, don't forget that Remo Stars last weekend won away from home. Far away, go out defeated by United 2-1, and their hands will be full when they host Sporting Lagos this coming weekend. Well, from there, let's cross to Uyo this morning, where the updates coming from Uyo indicates that the management of Aqua United has decided to relocate their season home games to another venue since the completion of the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo. The Promise Keepers have been playing their home game at the venue, that's the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. But the management yesterday decided that henceforth their home games will be played at the newly renovated Eke Township Stadium. The reason cited is because of the upcoming international games that will be coming up at the stadium starting this weekend. Apart hosting the Super Eagles for the upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers in November, Godswill Akpabio International Stadium will serve as home for Enyimba International and Rivers United, who will be campaigning in the African Football League and the CAF Confederations Cup respectively. Good one coming from the management of Aqua United. All right, let's cross to Portugal this morning, where goals from Terry Murphy, Frank Onyeka and Moses Simon steered Nigeria to a 3-2 victory over 10-man Mozambique in their international friendly game encounter. Of course, decided in Portugal yesterday, Monday, the win in the Portuguese city was indeed the first for the Super Eagles in a friendly game in 55 months, back to March 2019 when Paul Onuachu's first-minute goal accounted for the defeat of seven-time African champions Egypt at the Sivinkechi Stadium in Asaba. That was the last time we won a friendly game. Well, the members got in front with a shock goal after only 6 minutes when Katama dragged the ball past goalkeeper Francis Uzoho, who anticipated the ball in a different direction. France-based striker Tele Murphy ensured parity in 19th minute of the game when he had the last laugh as the Mozambican defenders threw themselves at every shot in their penalty area. Midfielder Frank Onyeka put Nigeria in front on the half hour when his well-measured shot from the edge of the box sailed into the net unhindered. The Super Eagles who have adopted the slogan "Let's do it again" for their quest for a fourth AFCON title come Cote d'Ivoire next year, dominated afterwards and got a third goal when the very encouraging and of course impressive Moses Simon netted from the penalty spot in at a time in the first period. The South Africans were bullish in the second period, unhindered by the numerical advantage following a red card to one of their players in the first half, and got a second goal through Bengala with 10 minutes into the closing half. Victory means the Super Eagles have established a winning mentality ahead of the FIFA World Cup qualifying games starting next month, as well as the 34th edition of the African Cup of Nations taking place in Cote d'Ivoire next year. Well, let's take the post-match reaction of coach Jose Peseiro speaking immediately after the win yesterday.
Happy because after 15 friendly match, our team beat other team.
Today's game, and how are you feeling about it?
First of all, I'm happy because after 15 friendly match, our team beat other team. Last 5 years, Nigeria didn't win one friendly match. Eight defeats and 7 draws, and today win is good. I think he deserves much more. I think you are thinking it's easy after play against 3-1, but I think I didn't like the second half. No, because you command the game, but you must put more concentration for finishing. You cannot allow this team with 10. Our team is better than this team. In the second half, you manage the ball, you do well, but you need to concentrate for good finishing, good pass, good cross, good reception for score. We have 3 or 4 or 5 players along the goalkeeper. It is very bad reception. I didn't like. I think it's my players, my team was thinking that is easy, 3-1 against 10. Everything is done. I didn't like.
You scored 3.
Like last time. I said it suffered 2 goals against any team is not good. Is not good, and suffer 2 goals is not good. For that, okay, you play better than this result because you create 10, 11, 12, 14, shoots and players against goalkeeper. Okay, it's many opportunity. For that, I'm not happy. I cannot be happy. Our players need to put more concentration. For that, I think. In 15 match, he didn't win one friendly match because you need for this friendly match put more concentration. I like this match against Saudi Arabia. He put concentration, put the demand. But today I didn't like.
3 goals. Is that
Yes.
not something to be
You
happy
cannot
about?
suffer 2 goals.
Coach Jose Peseiro expressing his frustration, saying that he didn't like the way his players approached the game. They lacked the concentration. Quick break on the show this one. When I return, we'll still talk about Jose Peseiro.
33 graduation, matriculation, ordinations, and award of Doctor of Divinity ceremony. Totiko. ní the Angel of Christ Gospel Church Incorporated ìsàlẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ méjì àgúgù máa tẹ́ pẹpẹ ìfàmì ẹ̀yẹ àti wẹ́ẹ̀rì lé gbogbo akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ the Advanced College for Evangelism and Leadership Training Interdenominational èmi tí àwọn ikọ̀ àti ìjọ Ẹlẹ́dùmarè tí kò forí balẹ̀ fún Báálì tí ń bomi ọgbọ́n àti ìmọ̀ ìjìnlẹ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run fẹ́ ṣe ayẹyẹ ìgbàwé ẹ̀rí ní Saturday 21st of October bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní 10 a.m. ìbẹ̀lẹ̀ ó ti máa fi ìwé ẹ̀rí pẹ̀lú àmì ẹ̀yẹ fún àwọn ènìyàn pẹ̀lú ìgbaniwọlé fún sáà tuntun nílé ẹ̀kọ́ the Advanced College for Evangelism and Leadership Training Interdenominational wàá bá ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run pàdé ń bẹ̀. Professor Miyo Olabode JP, Director of Study Lecture, Bishop Dr. S.O. Aremu, Reverend Dr. A. Oyewumi Bakare, Bishop Dr. Philip Oladele Dairo, àti àwọn olórí ẹ̀mí, Prophet Dr. Joshua Ayobami Olabode JP, Baba Confirm, President and Rector, Reverend Dr. MTK Olabode the Founder, ìpè bàbá ṣe ń fọ̀hún síbẹ̀. Ìwọlé tètè máa bọ̀ wá darapọ̀ ní the Angel of Christ Gospel Church Incorporated, ìsàlẹ̀ ọ̀rẹ́ méjì, Àgùgù Ìbàdàn. 33 graduation matriculation ordination.
Bàbá olówó ẹ̀fọ́ ojú nǹkan. Kéèyàn ó jókòó tẹ́tẹ́rẹ́ kò tán ohun tí ń ṣe ni. Ìgbìyànjú ni kẹ́dà ó gba iléeṣẹ́ Jitalex International Empowerment Poverty Alleviation and Self-Reliance ló ti ṣe àgbékalẹ̀ ètò ìrónilágbára lẹ́lẹ́kàǹkà àti láti yọ̀yàn kúrò nínú ọ̀fìn àìrówó náà dẹni tí yóò lè dádúró lórí ọwọ́ ẹ̀. Bọ́ bàtà tí òró tó olú tí ọ̀yọ́ tó wá dàbí ẹni pé ọ̀nà dórí ọ̀pẹ ó fẹ́ pin. Máa han ara rẹ lé mọ̀ kàn sí Jitalex International fún ètò ìrónilágbára. Ìwọ náà rọwọ́ họrí ẹ̀wẹ̀ ẹ̀ka Jitalex International ó sì dúró lórí à ń pèsè pure water machine, ice block making machine, nylon machine, palm oil mixer digester, palm kernel cracker àti bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Gbìyànjú kàn sí Jitalex International tó wà ní first floor White House Ring Road roundabout àgọ́ tẹ́lọ̀ odò ọ̀nà Ìbàdàn. Ẹ̀ka wọn wà ní Abẹ́rẹ́ opposite government secretariat Gbọ̀ngàn Òṣogbo road nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun. Lábẹ́òkúta opposite Total filling station Àdátán Ìbàdàn road Abẹ́òkúta. Telephone 08056046055. Email address jitalex@yahoo.com. Jitalex International níbẹ̀ kò yẹ kambuso.
Bàbá olówó ẹ̀fọ́ ojú nǹkan.
Welcome back. Still Sports Tit Bits. Before we went on a break, we took the reaction of Super Eagles head coach Jose Pesero saying that he quite disappointed with the attitude of his players yesterday. Notwithstanding, he won the game 3-2, and what a way to prepare for our World Cup qualifying games starting next month. And of course, ultimately, the African Cup of Nations. Well, it has now been confirmed that Super Eagles striker Victor Osimhen will stay 4 weeks on the treatment room. The forward suffered a medium-grade lesion of the biceps femurs in his right thigh while on international duty with the Super Eagles against Saudi Arabia. The club's medics yesterday confirmed that the injury will keep him out for about 4 weeks. It now means that Osimhen will miss up to 4 games for Napoli, and his absence will be duly felt by under-pressure Napoli coach that's Rudy Garcia. We're also talking Nigerian football this morning. Well, I told you some time ago that the Nigerian Football Federation has revealed that the Let's Do It Again campaign slogan for the Super Eagles ahead of the 2023 African Cup of Nations will be launched by President Bola Tinubu. The NFF Secretary General Sanusi Mohammed made this known sometime last week. He noted that the essence of the campaign is to sensitize the Nigerian public on the need to rally behind the Super Eagles in their quest to win a 4th African Cup of Nations title. Well, let's listen to Sport Minister speaking this morning on the Let's Do It Again campaign as Minister of Sport in Nigeria. That's Senator John Owan Eno explaining the rationale behind the decision to have a slogan and a campaign for the Super Eagles.
Senior national team, the Super Eagles, have qualified for the AFCON next year that is taking place in Cote d'Ivoire. And because of the challenge that I gave to the sporting federations when I met with them, they have come up with a campaign. That campaign is Let's Do It Again campaign, that is supposed to, create public awareness, that is supposed to, get, Nigerians, sensitize Nigerians and get them to buy into the need to support the Super Eagles, as they make another attempt to win the African Cup of Nations. So my visit was to request from Mr. President to allow a window for me and the executive committee of NFF to come to see him so he can formally unveil this campaign, so it will be sold to Nigerians. The hope is that, through these campaigns, we're going to be able to have, endorsements and, the selling of a lot of sports, related, materials all geared towards the African Cup of Nations, and be able to, for the first time, go for this tournament without having to ask government for funding. In terms of the group that Nigeria has, Nigeria belongs in the AFCON tournament in Cote d'Ivoire. For a team and for a country that has the desire and the determination to win the African Cup of Nations again after several years, what it means is that Nigeria was prepared for any group whatsoever. Call it the group of death, call it whatever you want to call it. But I think that, and that is why one of the, the initiatives that I brought to brief Mr. President had to do with Let's Do It Again campaign. The idea is that, even the campaign alone is going to be like a moral booster to our football team.
Senator John Owen, Sport Minister, speaking on the Let's Do It Again campaign. Now you understand the meaning and the rationale behind the decision to have the campaign. So join us to wish the Super Eagles all the best, and of course hope that we'll come back with a fourth AFCON. Nigerian duo of Leon Balogun and Cyril Dessers will work under a new coach at their club Glasgow Rangers following the appointment of Philippe Clement on Sunday. Clement takes the place of Michael Barley, who was recently sacked following the Blight Blues' unimpressive start to the season. The 49-year-old won the league title in Belgium, with KRC Genk and Club Brugge. The Belgian also once had coaching stints in England with Coventry City and French club AS Monaco. Moving to Spain, where Barcelona are likely to have Pedri and Robert Lewandowski available for selection for the La Liga clash against Real Madrid on the 28th of October. Pedri, you recall, suffered a thigh injury in late August during training, while Lewandowski injured his left ankle during the club's Champions League clash against FC Porto earlier in the month. All right, let's come back to Oyo State and talk about the sport of netball. Well, all is set for the rebirth of netball in Oyo State, as the Oyo State Netball Association has put together a 4-day event to revive the sport in the PSET state, having been raised from Nigeria's sport calendar since about 1973. Well, featuring on Saturday Breakfast Sports last Saturday, Chairperson Oyo State Netball Association, Ambassador Moke Ainde, said an unveiling ceremony and exhibition game will hold on Wednesday, that's tomorrow, the 18th day in the month of October, followed by a 3-day competition where schools will compete against one another. Let's take you back to the interview I had with the chairperson on the weekend, of course, so we can have an idea of what the rebirth of netball is all about in Oyo State.
Do is to introduce it to our girls. Girls, they hardly have one sport
that they call their own.
So this time around, if I take this up, I think we are good to go.
We have to get into the secondary schools. Even we can get the little kids from the primary schools.
Okay.
Since we have the court and the ball and the equipment they will be using, then maybe we'll start training. Immediately after this program, I will contact Abuja. We need to have a coaching clinic here in Ibadan, so that we invite all these our ladies to come and attend the coaching clinic. Good by next year, this National Sports Festival, Oyo State will have a team.
With the new development of the rebirth of netball, I've visited a lot of schools, and about 120 schools have been written letter to, so that they should bring their students, so that we'll be able to train them, as well as the Obafemi Awolowo Stadium The zonal coordinator has given us enabling environment. We have been given a particular court so that we make sure that that one is permanent for netball alone. We want the government to partner with us, so that once they see that the government is interested in this sport,
we have more interest out there.
People out there, we have more interest. That is number one. More sponsors will definitely come once the government too are doing the needful. It's very easy. Government can tell about 2 or 3 organizations, okay, take care of this game so that it won't die again. Yes, on Wednesday, we are going to unveil it in Ibadan here.
Yes, all are invited.
Yes, there's going to be an exhibition game. We've invited University of Ibadan, Polytechnic of Ibadan. I want to use that to mark my birthday. So, and there is another thing that I'm trying to do in Oyo State. We are going to unveil it on that day. On Wednesday, exhibition game. Thursday, Friday. So we do grand finale on Saturday. I want to employ all our parents. They should please and support their ward, because it's their support that we need. You can as well join them and be with them and, clap for them.
Encourage them.
Because once you come, you encourage them as like the way you do when they have birthday party. You follow them. You do choose this one like that.
It should be carnival-like.
Yeah.
We still want to thank His Excellency, the governor for your state. He has been supporting sport. So we want him now to come and support women, the women.
All right.
A couple of weeks' time, we're in.
Just enjoy snippets from the interview we had with Ambassador Omokianyide, the chairperson of your state Netball Association. Well, netball is a ball sport played on a rectangular court by 2 teams of 7 players each. Well, the game is almost very similar to the sport of basketball, as the primary objective is to shoot the ball through a goal ring. It is one of a few sports created exclusively for girls and remain primarily played by ladies, both indoor and outdoor. Well, the sport last played competitively in Nigeria back in 1973. But last year at the National Sport Festival, it was played as a demonstration sport, which means there was no medal at stake. It was demonstrated last year between Team Okowa and Team Dari. Of course, that's a signal that the next sport festival, hopefully, we'll have it as an event properly. Well, before we leave this morning, let me inform that Algeria says it will host the Palestine national team's forthcoming football games following a request from their football association. Palestine has scheduled to start their 2026 World Cup campaign in the Asian section next month. Their first qualifier away to Lebanon on the 16th of November will be played in the United Arab Emirates. Well, that's all. Temper meet me on the show this lovely morning. A big thanks to the entire production crew. Bigger thanks to you and you for listening this morning.